Oh, hey, what's up, guys? My name's Trevor, and I'm the Gaming Goomba. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this stupid tree topper on here. It won't stand up straight. Yes, I'm a nerd. Don't judge me. And there we go. Perfect. I really didn't need a ladder for that, did I? Well, we have managed to make it to Christmas special number 2 on this channel, and I am ecstatic. Last year, we looked at some nostalgic Christmas commercials that infected our brains and convinced us to ask our parents for them for Christmas. This year, I'd like to look at the result of those Christmas commercials, and that is our parents actually buying the games for us. And would you look at that? They're already wrapped and underneath the Christmas tree. Let's dig in. Oh God, I remember this. This game was the ultimate ripoff for little kids. Hey guys, let's make a game with Nickelodeon characters. It won't even have to be good. The kids will have to buy it. We were suckers. Allow me to reenact my 8-year-old self turning on this game for the first time. Oh wow, 4 of my all-time favorite Nickelodeon cartoons together in one game. It's gonna be incredible. I wonder what the soundtrack's gonna be like. What? This proves that the absolute least amount of effort was put into this game. You could have made an awesome mashup of all 4 characters' theme songs or something. Anything would have been better than elevator music.
Hello?
Yeah, hey boss, it's me. The Nicktoons Unite game releases next week and we still don't have a soundtrack for it.
I don't know, just throw some elevator music in there or something.
Are you sure about that? That sounds pretty lazy.
Do you want to do the sound design for this game?
I work for the marketing team.
Exactly, elevator music. Peace!
The gameplay itself is just annoying. Run all around the map collecting items so you can move on to the next section. Real creative, guys. The characters don't even interact with each other during gameplay. Would it have been that hard to record a couple lines that can be used during gameplay? You had the voice actors there and you didn't even use them. There is also an upgrade system that you can use through Goddard, but honestly, you could probably get through the entire game without ever using it. There is at least one cool level towards the end where Goddard is broken and you have to shrink down and go inside to fix him. Sounds a little extreme, but still an actual creative idea. No, Goddard, I don't want to upgrade right now. Wait, what?
How is there a Goddard inside of a Goddard?
Did Jimmy really design a micro Goddard to go inside of the real Goddard in case he ever had to go inside of him to fix something so he could upgrade his gear? No, the game designers just didn't care. You know, there's one word that comes to mind whenever I think of this game. Effort. The game designers gave no effort into this game whatsoever. This could have been an epic crossover. It could have been amazing. But the game designers were just there to collect the check. And believe it or not, they actually made a sequel, Nicktoons Unite Volcano Island. And I was looking through my GameCube memory card data, and I think I actually played it at some point. Which is weird, because I didn't even know it existed. Guess that one must have sucked really hard. You know, the good thing about starting Nicktoons Unite is the fact that it probably couldn't get much worse than that. Oh look, it looks like I got a little watch box here. You know, it doesn't have to all be crappy games. I deserve a little decent present every once in a while. They just couldn't help themselves, could they? I still have hope though, because you obviously can't port a GameCube game to a Game Boy, so they had to design a completely new game. So maybe it's not that bad. And it's actually not that bad. I'm impressed. It's just a simple Super Nintendo style side-scroller. All the characters have their own unique abilities that contribute at some point in the game. The level design is creative. The animation looks decent. I'm actually impressed. This is leaps and bounds ahead of the GameCube version. You get a pass this time, THQ. Next present. Oh, I barely remember this one. For some reason, when I was a kid, I wanted a Power Rangers game for my Sega Genesis, which didn't make any sense because I already had the Nintendo 64, so why wouldn't I want a Power Rangers game on the newer hardware? I don't know. I was a dumb kid. Oh, well now I see why I don't remember playing this game a lot growing up. It's really hard. I probably gave up after half an hour and never touched it again. This game is nothing special. You can choose between any of the original Rangers and you fight against all of their enemies Street Fighter style. Well, Street Fighter if it was awful. I fiddled around the first level of the game for hours until I finally figured out the trick. And what's the trick to being good at a bad fighting game? Spamming the same move, of course. All it took was a quick dash move to knock the enemy back down before they could even recover. And I rode that one move all the way until I actually beat the game. In conclusion, not a terrible game, but I also wouldn't feel bad if every single copy of it exploded at the same time. Cars, the video game? I don't remember having a Cars game. Oh wait, I did. I just don't remember it. Sorry, I was a dumbass and didn't know how to properly pose for a picture. Well, it can't be a good sign when you don't even remember owning a game. After playing it, it's exactly what I expected it to be. A very mediocre mid-2000s racing game with Cars characters. Woohoo. What's this? Full-size or compact? A shorter, easier Cars experience. I paid for a full game. Why would I want a shorter version of the game that I paid full price for? That doesn't make any sense. This is just too easy. I can slam into walls and not even lose any speed. In fact, it looks like I'm still accelerating. What kind of sense does that make? Move your old ass, Doc. I got a cup to win.
Can I get an autograph?
Oh, I think I just killed Mater. Okay, I'm bored now. Overall, not a terrible game, just bland and forgettable. Which I guess explains why I can't remember it. Next game. Oh man, I remember this one. But not because it was good. It's 2003. I'm in the middle of a big Hulk phase. I've got my Hulk hands, Hulk walkie-talkies, and my favorite movie was the Ang Lee Hulk film. But only the Hulk parts, because the rest of the movie was boring. Christmas was coming up and I was just starting to get into video games with my Nintendo 64, so naturally I asked for a Hulk video game. It would be awesome. You could go around smashing buildings and swinging tanks around. It's a game that would literally be impossible to mess up. So I asked my grandma for a Hulk video game and patiently waited for Christmas Day. Christmas Day comes around and what happens? Look, I love my grandmother dearly, may she rest in peace. But you could just see the pure disappointment in my eyes after I opened it. I was 5 and still smart enough to know that what I was holding was a piece of crap. Do you want to know how disappointed I was? When I got home, my dumbass tried to put it in my Nintendo 64, hoping a real Hulk game would magically appear on my screen. Well, let's see if it's as bad as I remember. That's weird, I don't remember this little action figure. My dumbass must have lost it right after I got it. I was a real dumbass back in the day. Oh dear lord. My ears are already bleeding, so it looks like we're Hulk, and we're going around crushing these tanks, and that's about it. I'm dead serious. I'd have more fun playing with a calculator! You can also go up top and crush tanks, but after that, I have no idea. There's a helicopter at the top of the screen dropping them, and I assume I'm supposed to destroy it, but I have no clue how I would do that. It says level 1 in the top left-hand corner, but I don't think I've ever seen it change. I bet they just printed level 1 on the top of the screen to trick you into thinking this piece of crap actually has more than one level. You want to know what the worst part about this is? This was $25 on eBay. Who in their right mind would spend $25 on this hunk of junk? Oh. You would think 15 years after these were sold, they would be totally outdated, right? Well, guess what I got for Christmas last year? Oh yeah. So these things actually do still exist, but instead of actually trying to be a real video game, they're just feeding off of our nostalgia. So let's see what improvements have been made in 15 years. I can hardly wait. Well, right off the bat, it has a backlit screen. How kind of them. And it has actual music. Kind of. Other than that, it's the same cheap garbage from 15 years ago. Don't fall for it. In conclusion, we were all dumb little brats for falling for those commercials and convincing our parents to buy us those terrible games. So I've come up with a formula that'll determine how much money we all owe our parents for compensation for those terrible games. So in our 18 years of childhood, I have found that we owe an average of $14,671.83. I hope you're all getting your degrees.